What's up, Claymakers? Peter from Clay here, and I'm back with another product roundup. Let's dive right in. Today's highlight is the Hubspot integration, what we're doing for it in the future. We have YouTube transcripts, 3 very good growth marketing integrations, Versium, Influencer.club, and Brandfetch. We have moved our message drafting into the sidebar in preparation for lots of awesome things to come, color columns, Twain, and Fullenrich. Today's highlight is the future of Hubspot on Clay. Eric Engoron, what a king. He integrated a lot of great feedback from the users into this update. So let's dive in. We first consolidated something like 6 or 12 different actions, depending on how you look at it, into 3 core actions of create, update, and lookup object here. So clicking into the create object column, you now have object types of company, contact, deal, and lead. And you can also create custom objects here and map the fields, all of these fields below. In update object, you also have this object type field. We added the HubSpot object ID, which is more of the industry standard. Very highly requested this ignore blanks value so that you don't accidentally overwrite your data with blanks. Basically an option to preserve existing data. The most powerful update is in the lookup object action, where you can filter fields by multiple columns. HubSpot object ID, let's say company name. And then once you enter in 2 or more fields, you can now have an and or operator so that you pull all of those things in that are relevant. Below will generate the fields to map, object ID, company name. And then you can also remove blank values from here as well. 2 more bonus ones. We have retrieve and create association. This is to connect objects to each other very easily from within Clay. A very clear one, company to contact. Association type, is it a billing contact or contact with primary company? And then you can select the IDs of the objects you want to connect as well. Similarly, you can retrieve every object associated with a different object by typing in the object type and to object type contact, and then selecting the parent, if you will, object ID. Beautiful. Lastly, right on the actions field on import, we also consolidated importing objects from HubSpot. I'll use Stefan's key. Object type, company, contact, deal, lead here, company. You can pull the objects from the different workspaces you have. Next up is the YouTube transcripts integration. I'm stoked for this as a content guy. Now you can pull full transcripts from YouTube videos just from a URL in Clay. Let's say we take this URL and just type it in here, and this is queued. This will pull the entire transcript, which you can copy or port over into different workflows. So many use cases with this. It might be repurposing a YouTube video into a blog you have or a LinkedIn post, or pulling a bunch of transcripts and turning that into a different script for a YouTube video. You can also pull metadata for the video by typing in YouTube into enrichments and then enrich YouTube video. Here you can pull things like video ID, title, length, channel information, thumbnail URL. That's great. Yeah, so go wild. We're going to build a lot more stuff that would fit in really well before and after pulling the transcript. So stay tuned for that. Versium lets you append hashed demographic data for ABM ad targeting. Let's say you have all these contacts in your ABM target list. You did a few waterfalls to get their work email. Now you can enrich with Versium. Let's go to edit column. They need a minimum combination to return the enrichment. So it might be email, first name, last name, company domain, first name, last name, city, state. We map these fields that we enriched with the Clay waterfall. So if we click into a success run, you see all of these platforms where we have hash data. These are essentially like all possible emails that are associated with this account, highly increasing the likelihood of getting in front of their eyes. Influencer.club, Influencer.club, also very powerful for growth marketing. You can find creator social profiles, emails, numbers from one social profile or email. You can enrich their latest posts, captions, hashtags, and engagement. And this is for Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. This first one, we have Taylor Swift. We found 2 social media profiles. This one links to the TikTok. The second one leads to her Shorts YouTube. Let's just make sure that works. Taylor Swift moments. It seems that celebrities don't populate here as much, which kind of makes sense. But if we go grab American Barons TikTok link, make sure that you remove the lang there. We found, let's see, social media profile, TikTok, and then some enriched data. We have hashtags, captions, some biography, follower count, great. And you can filter and source based on that data. Brandfetch is great for those custom landing pages and marketing assets, that workflow that you've been seeing on LinkedIn. If we go on to this Brandfetch tab, domain, let's say this is clay.com, and then we can enrich with Brandfetch here. The domain is already mapped, and let's continue to add fields. We can pick ID, source URL, short description. I'll pick everything on logos and colors and font. Let's save and run that. Great, we got back a lot of data on our custom brand assets. So under colors, it pulls in the hex codes for our primary brand colors, which is nice for asset creation. And then in logos, you'll see the different links to the different logos that we have. Let's search this one. Yeah, see, there's the Clay logo, yay. Message drafting has moved from the center modal to the sidebar for a better experience, and also in preparation for more things to come there. It's the same features, and you can use it, you can access it rather from this actions menu, draft email. Same as before, you can say, hey, full name, I guess, is something you would say. And then AI snippets works here as well. You can just do the / and do AI snippets, type something here. You can try on 5 rows to view. And then if you save changes here, you can go back. That was an unintelligible prompt. Interesting. If you type in the rest of the body, you can try on 5 rows to preview 5 rows. Color columns. I love this so much as an Excel power user. I always highlight only the columns that I really need to focus on or need to be addressed. It really helps reduce the cognitive friction in your building process. The colors don't sustain across default views so that you can have multiple different views of coloration. If you were to change this color, let's say, to violet and go to a different view, it'll be different here. But if you duplicate the view, it will sustain over duplicates. Huge updates made to the Twain integration. Shout out to Mo and the team over at Twain, because now it's only 3 credits per the entire sequence and not just per message. There's 11 preloaded templates, and you can also import more from your Twain ID if you have an API key. It can generate unique messages across the sequence and contacts, making it better at spam prevention. There's more control with length, tone, and instructions. There's more control with length and tone, and you can have up to 4 sequences. Definitely give this one a try. Last but not least, we have Fullenrich plugged into Clay. They are a standalone email and mobile number waterfall provider, so give that a try as well and see what it does for your coverage. Thank you so much for tuning in for this product roundup. I'll see you next time. Make sure to like and follow so you are up to date on our next product roundup coming up. Any questions, hit us up in Slack or email us at support@clay.com. See ya.